Check 1, 2. It's your girl Bee Wavy here again. I am here with my guy, my homie. We go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac, 8th grade. J.Gunn.
Took about 8th grade.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here though.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad that you got to meet up with me. I have a few things that I need to chit chat with you about.
What you got?
So listen, I remember when you was walking around with jerseys on.
Yep.
And you was rapping everywhere.
Yep.
And I'm like, who is this little nigga? And when we gonna get this thing pop? Right?
Okay.
So is that when the love and the passion for your music started?
Yeah. It started then. It started probably like when I was 8 or 9 years old.
Okay.
I had a big brother. My big brother rapped. My big brother was a big hip hop fan, and he exposed me to probably shit that I wasn't supposed to be listening to at 8, 9 years old. But I knew just based on the fact that I could, remember the words real well, and then I spit the verses for my brother. He would kind of give me that look like, bro, you should write your own shit.
Right.
And so I did.
Oh.
And plus, my parents used to leave me at home a lot by myself.
Okay.
So nobody would want to play with me. So I had a lot of time to write rhymes, so that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you remember your very first rhyme that you wrote?
I don't now.
Oh, man.
No.
We got to find it.
I wish I could. I did find a tape, though, from when I was in 6th grade.
A tape.
I might have to
A cassette tape.
Cassette tape.
Yeah, that's classic.
It said Baby J the Wild Child.
Bye. Was that your first name?
My first album. Yeah.
So with that, who were some of your influences growing up? That's musically.
Everything though. So like, my pops was always playing like records around the house, and I really used to want to sing. I think everybody wanted to sing. So I used to like Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye and Prince. Yeah, so I'm still a big Prince fan.
Okay.
So really, my music is influenced by those people more than rappers.
Okay.
But the first rap album that I heard that I knew made me know this is what I want to do in my life was Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, that's everybody that grew up when we grew up.
Yeah.
I was never into the shit that people our age was into. Like, I missed the whole No Limit wave, the whole Cash Money wave.
We should have all missed that wave.
You know what? I'm kind of mad that I missed that wave, though. Because I listened to some old Cash Money shit like, damn, this shit was kind of dope.
We know limits.
That shit was kind of dope. No Limit wasn't really dope. No Limit was alright, but the Cash Money shit that I missed out on, just because I was so anti that type of shit back then, I really feel like I missed out on that. But I was more into like East Coast rap. So Wu-Tang, Nas, Jay. Like, I used to wear the silver Wu-Tang chain.
I remember that.
7th, 8th grade.
I remember that.
Yeah, I used to draw Wu-Tang
Big
symbols all over the school. Yeah, I had the big
all the time.
silver, $25 from the Arabs. It had the Arabian brothers used to have all the jewelry stores.
I'm sick of it.
$25 big ass. Fake silver, turn your neck green.
R.I.P. South Square.
South Square.
God, so.
Yeah.
All right.
That was that. So that music heavily influenced New York City hip hop.
Okay. What do you think sets you apart from the rest with all the competition out here?
That's a good question. I think so. I come from that era when music when hip hop was competitive, right? So it really wasn't this whole. And it's funny you ask me that because I get asked that everywhere I go, especially like meetings with record labels or new producers. It's like, oh, so what makes you different?
Right.
And my original answer is that I'm nice. Like, I'm really good at this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I come from that school where it wasn't about if you had a different look, if you had like catchy, like if you wore like leather pants instead of jeans. It was really just who was the nicest. You know what I'm saying? And that's the era I come from. So I think what separates me is my work ethic, but really just my skill, my ability to make music on a diverse spectrum. Like, I can make records like Abstinence, but I can also make records like Known Unknown, or a song about sex. So music that caters to women, to streets, to older people, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what sets me apart, I think, is my ability to communicate with them.
Right.
And just, I'm nice.
You nice though.
I can rhyme. Like, I always been able to rhyme, so.
You have been always. And so, how are you able to maintain your relevance when, we listen to music? I was telling you a minute ago that I have boycotted the radio for a few years because it's ridiculous. How do you maintain your relevance, your song Abstinence, even though these niggas can't fuck with it?
Right. Even though they know they can't.
Even though they know they can't fuck with it. There you go.
Yeah.
We're going to bring that back because I know the words.
It's all good. I'll keep it rolling. It's all good. It's all good. It's good.
How do you maintain your relevance with that kind of shit going?
Making records like Abstinence, kind of. So, like, The record Abstinence was a beat that I heard in the studio with a bunch of cats from Durham.
Okay.
And typically I record in closed sessions, you know what I'm saying? It'd just be me, my production team, A-list, nobody else. But this particular time, it was like 8 cats from Durham that I really didn't know most of them, you know what I'm saying? Durham cats, you know what I mean? And they heard the beat like, yo, this shit was crazy.
Right.
But I'm like, this ain't really my lane. Like, I don't really want to go there. And, but then I started listening to it. I was like, even though they never can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And what it made me think of was like, these cats who rap over these type of beats, they do it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what they think they have to do.
Right.
I'm going to do it better than you.
Right.
And remind you that I can do what you do better than you. So that's really what Abstinence is. Even though they know they can't fuck with me, they still try.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
all my girls teach you, say.
All my girls teach you. You know what I mean? And it's like the ability for me to be able to do that and brag about some shit that's really real for me.
Right.
That's like the ultimate spade, the ultimate trump card. Like,
absolutely.
Bruh, I'm not lying on my records, you know what I mean? I ain't never sold no dope. I ain't never killed nobody.
Right.
But I can rhyme better than you. And I'm doing a whole bunch of cool shit that you lying about.
Absolutely. And that's dope shit.
Yeah.
So, how do you plan on influencing the masses with all of this?
I really don't know. Yeah, that's another question that I struggle with. I think for me, music has always been about being true to myself. So I'm just gonna be me and continue to make music that I believe in.
That's the dope part.
And hopefully people will dig it. You know what I mean? And we put enough energy and time behind it. I think there's an audience out there that appreciates it.
Right.
I'm not really trying to sell this music to people who ain't gonna appreciate it.
Right.
Even though they may be the people that need it to feel it, but I'm not trying to force people to like it, because music is something that should come naturally to you.
Absolutely.
And when I perform, people see it, they're like, yo, I dig this. And for those people who don't, I mean, it just ain't for them.
And what is it that you do to cope with that, you know, cope with the trap music, the stuff that's being played on the airwaves? Because, see, I feel like, and this is why I started this thing, the music industry is kind of like the others trying to tell black people or trying to tell hip-hop artists what it is that we want to hear. So that's when we have the hot niggas and we have the, you know, the other people that we talked about before. What is it that you do to cope with it?
I think you made a good point. A lot of time, you know, that's why they call it programming, right? We're being programmed by the things that we listen to.
Right.
And, you know, because there's not a lot of people of color in the offices, you know what I mean? It's like middle management is black people, but above them, you know what I'm saying, there's other people controlling the messaging.
Right.
And, you know, so you're absolutely right. That's what happens with the music. In terms of how I cope with it, I think it's just about balance, right? So that's, like you said, that Bobby Shmurda and, you know, club music is good for a couple hours,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think about it like food. So cookout is good, right? Cookout is bomb.
Cookout.
But cookout is only good occasionally. And after you eat cookout, you kind of feel like shit after you eat it. You know what I'm saying? And that's that guilty pleasure. Like Bobby Shmurda is like, oh, this is good. But then once you let it settle in what you just listened to, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of like, damn.
I sat down and read the lyrics one day.
Like, yo, I've been selling dope since I was 5th grade.
Like, what the fuck?
That's kind of sad, yo. It's kind of sad.
Talking about going out and killing niggas?
That's also reality, though. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's cool, and it plays a part. What I think the problem is with radio and mainstream is there's no balance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no, in addition to Bobby Shmurda, you need something that's going to uplift the people.
Absolutely.
After you give them that fast food, they need a week to detox.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They need some soul food.
Right.
Some healthy soul food, not ribs and fried chicken, but nourish those wounds after listening to all that painful music.
So name a producer, a vocalist, and another rapper that you would love to work with. Like, these are the people that one person in each category, a singer, a rapper, a producer, that it's a nigga we made it moment. Nigga, we made it. I'm in the booth with these niggas. We made it.
Alright, bam. Producer, I'm gonna give you 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2. I'm gonna give you 3.
Okay.
Just because I had to give you 3.
But
I'll tell you why I gotta give you 3.
Alright, come on. Damn.
It's one producer I've always wanted to work with my whole life.
Okay.
It's DJ Premier.
Okay.
So I gotta say Primo.
Okay.
That's not really the we made it moment. That's the I made it moment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All
but
right.
if I Instagram it, it might not go crazy.
Okay.
So that's the for me.
All right.
It'll go crazy to the hip hop cats, but
okay.
you know. Primo is the greatest in my opinion.
Okay.
Hip hop.
I've heard that a few times.
Like, it's just, I've never heard a bad record by him.
Right.
He takes average rappers and make them sound incredible. So that's Primo is one. Ryan Leslie is two.
Absolutely. Amazing.
Because I feel like we make great music together.
Yeah.
I think musically he's a genius.
Genius.
And I think, like, just from what I know about the image he portrays, we have a lot of same sensibilities. So
right.
I think it's really dope.
He's so intelligent.
He's so heavy.
So dope.
So heavy. He understands this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I love to work with Ryan Leslie.
Okay.
3, Rico Love.
Oh. Okay.
Because he writes some dope shit.
Okay.
And I feel like people like him.
Yeah.
Now, Rico, if you see it, I'm sorry.
What up, Rico?
They don't ever really work with dope rappers.
Okay.
Like, and I don't know if it's because they're dope writers themselves.
Right.
But they don't really work with dope rappers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I think that combination could be crazy.
Yeah.
A real lyricist with a great songwriter and producer like Rico Love could be some classic shit that nobody's doing.
Right. Some dope music shit.
Dope music. And it would be listenable because Rico Love makes shit that make you want to just, vibe to it.
Yeah.
With some bars on top of it.
Absolutely. Ryan Leslie would be a good.
Ryan Leslie would be like, I would love to do a whole album.
He's dope.
A singer that I want to work with, Brandon Pierre.
My brother. Shout out to Brandon Pierre.
I think we have incredible chemistry. I feel like I was definitely blessed to be able to work with him because he's definitely helped direct a lot of my albums. I guess mainstream singer-wise, mainstream, probably the Dream.
Okay.
Dream is very much what I like about Brandon is the ability to vocal produce, ability to write.
Yeah.
And then Dream makes hit records. So, if we're being honest, that's what I need.
Right.
Records. So
yeah.
I would love to work with Dream. And I'm a fan of his music. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of the stuff he does for himself.
Yeah.
More than I am for the stuff he writes.
Absolutely.
Love working with him.
Okay.
Oh, rapper.
That's
the hardest one.
Oh, man.
Big Crit. Big Crit. I don't really listen to rap that much, so it's hard for me to pick rappers. I don't really listen. I think you find a lot of rappers don't really listen. But Big Crit is probably my favorite right now, and he produces so much. And I've opened for him 100 times.
Oh,
yes. For credit, like everywhere. I'm just waiting to. I asked Crit, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't really happened yet, so.
Right.
Hopefully. I'm a big fan. I think he's very underrated. Supreme.
Very underrated. That's a fact. What's that feeling, that rush that you get when you walk into the room?
So, I can't really, I'm trying to relate it to something, but it's like, I don't have anything that really applied to in life, but you get super nervous before you walk in. Like, I've been doing hip hop since I was 8, 9 years old, like shit, and I still get nervous like my first time.
Wow.
So I don't know what it is. Maybe like sex, maybe even like the first time with somebody, even though you've had sex multiple times, the first time you have sex with a girl, you're kind of nervous, you might not be able to perform well.
Okay. Is that what happened?
But once you really knock it out, you feel like a king, and that's how I feel. I feel really nervous when I walk in. Like, I don't know how this is going to come out.
But then you walk out.
Once I put it down, you know what I mean? I feel like a king.
Okay. So since you don't listen to a lot of hip hop as a hip hop artist, what do you do to decompress?
So I should say I don't listen to a lot of new hip hop.
Okay, new
I
hip hop.
listen to like the stuff I grew up with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But to decompress, I guess musically I listen to tons of jazz.
Okay. Oh man.
Like 85% of my day.
Miles Davis.
I listen to 90.7 WNCU.
Okay.
In the daytime. Miles, I love Miles. I love Coltrane.
My favorite song is "In Them Sentimental Mood" by Duke Ellington. That's not Coltrane. Not on some Love Jones shit.
Yeah, I know.
On some like, yeah.
So I'm a music head in that regard. So I relax. I listen to like vinyl. You know what I'm saying? And just chill out.
Me too.
But other than that, like I run. I'm a runner.
Oh
so
yeah, you
I like to run. That's great therapy. You know what I'm saying? I cook. I like to cook.
You cook.
Check my Instagram, though.
I might have to check the chair.
Check my Instagram. J.Gunn is better. I be cooking. Mia, I know Mia 50 years and she don't check me out.
Hashtag.
I be cooking. Hashtag I be cooking. Nah, I cook. That's like therapy for me. So I do a lot of things because in my opinion, like mental, I don't want to say mental health because that sounds like
it's
crazy.
It's real though.
Taking care of your mind is very important.
Absolutely.
I take time for
All right, man. I'm so glad that you got to clear your mind and come hang out with me today, man.
Yeah, SoundCheck 1 2.
Man. SoundCheck 1 2. Yeah. We signing off, but before that, let everybody know where we can find your music.
Where can you find my music? JGunnmusic.com. www.jgunnmusic.com. J.Gunn is better on Twitter and Instagram. My SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/Joshua-Gunn. But JGunnmusic.com has all that, so that's where to get the music. New album, Race to Survive, in October. See me in your city, everywhere that will allow me to be there. And, yeah.
That's it, man.
That's it.
I appreciate you being here. I love you, man.
I love you. Thank you.
SoundCheck 1 2.
SoundCheck 1 2.
Bee Wavy.
Peace.
J.Gunn. We out.
Already.
Yeah. Every now and then I just gotta make a rap song. All these, records and jams and radio shit. I'm at my best when I can just speak my mind. This is Red Eye Lifestyle.
Rappers like you, they come a dime a dust. They said no one knew me, now they say I'm bust. Reminiscing on my mama's struggle. Now my family proud of me, like Obama's cousin. I hope Obama got another coming. If you ain't voting, fuck a quote, cause you ain't saying nothing. Rather count blessings.